Matt Hatchett, your District 150 representative for Lawrence, Truitland, and Johnson counties, is proud to support our local high schools, our East Lawrence Falcons, Trinity Crusaders, the Dublin High Fighting Irish, the West Lawrence Raiders, the Truitland County Vikings, and the Johnson County Trojans. Matt Hatchett, your District 150 representatives. Go team!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Statesboro, Georgia, home of the Blue Devils, here at Womack Field. You can see that the coin toss has just happened. West Lawrence won the toss and elected to defer. Tonight, our captains, Carr, Lewis, Coven, and Mathis. You can see the Blue Devils taking the field, and just about time for the Raiders to come on. Coming off a disappointing loss last week, but a good game played outside of the 21 penalties. Here come the Raiders. Raiders are welcomed into Womack Field tonight. It's homecoming in Statesboro, Georgia. Ready to play some football here in the borough. The game of the week right here on TV 35, brought to you in part by City of Dublin Natural Gas. Natural gas, it just makes sense. And also by Dublin Chevrolet Nissan. We'll be back with the opening kickoff in just a moment right here. Stay tuned to the game of the week on TV 35.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
All right, welcome you back. Back deep for Statesboro Blue Devils going to be Will Yawn, number 1, a wide receiver. We may call his name a few times tonight, and Lamont. Is that right, Lamont or Monte? Number 25. All right, Coop to kick off. Ready to get going. West Lawrence taking on the Statesboro Blue Devils, a 5A team with a perfect record so far this year. Fumbled at the 1, or at the 5, bringing it straight ahead. Had a big hole, big gap there, and he stumbled. Look at that kid run. Up to the 30-yard line. Finally brought down. Coven in on the tackle. We'll say Coven and also Edmond in. So about a 25-yard return there. Up to the 32-yard line, we'll call it. 1st and 10 from the 32. Everybody right now in the game battling some injuries, but everybody here to start tonight. First defensive stance for the Raiders. Fumble the ball, he bobbles it around, and we get him in the backfield deep. Great coverage that time. Lewis off the edge in there. Got to respect that 7, front 7 there of the Raiders. Dacus, Jones, and Lindo, your 3 down linemen, playing well so far this year. So that's going to bring up a 2nd down, and we'll call it 20. Ball's on the 18. Off the clap. Hit a man out wide. That's that kid that received the ball, Lewis. Sorry, Yawn. And Lewis and Bernie and Also Jones coming up to make the play, make the tackle. It's 3rd and 15. So a gain of about 6 on that play for the Blue Devils. 3rd and long. Plenty of time to throw, and he throws it out just wide. That's going to bring up a 4th down and a punting situation for the Blue Devils. Coming onto the field, Carr as well as Bradley will be back about the 38, 40-yard line. Should have good field position. Statesboro High School with a beautiful field, nice facility here. Good booming punt, takes a Blue Devil roll, and it's down at the 41-yard line. That's where West Lawrence will have its first possession, offensive possession of the night. So we'll take a short break and be right back. No score here.
I'm Glenn Registered, Hometown Supply. Come by today and let me show you all the different product lines that we carry. Just about anything that you need, we have it in stock. We do financing, we deliver just about anything a customer needs for us to do, we do. We're very lenient on credit terms. We work with customers. I know sometimes times get tough and we work with you through those. Come by and let me show you what sets us apart from all the rest. If you can't do business here, you just can't do business.
Back with you as Mathis leads the offensive unit onto the field, and we're looking for another great night tonight from Holloway, from Jay Doan, Fields, Knight, Tobler. That offensive line has played well, and we're going to need to see it again, of course. Hand off and met him in the backfield. Bernie breaks it outside and picks up about 5 off of it. Didn't look good to start out with, but turned out all right. Shante Bernie. 2nd down 5. Windy night. You can fly a kite tonight. Couldn't see it very high though, could you? Blue Devils stacking in the box, trying to stop that run, and they did that time. Man, what a hit. I mean, what a hit. Bernie took a shot that time. 9.5 on the clock in the first quarter. And no gain on the play. A 3rd and 5 now. What a change that made. Trying to establish a run game early, but it looks like we may have to throw it here. Carr, one of the players, is just outstanding so far this year on the outside over there, along with Ramsey. Snap back, and he likes it. Oh, and he's hit, but right at the 1st down. Great, Ramsey with a great reception. 8:44 on the clock, 1st down. That'll put the chains up to across midfield. Taking our time in the huddle. Nobody in the backfield. We're going to spread it all out wide. Mathis with the snap, and what's a flag? All right, we got a timeout. Timeout. Statesboro takes a timeout. I want to remind you, our player of the game brought to you each week by the City of Dublin Natural Gas. Natural gas in Dublin, East Dublin, and all around Lawrence County. Natural gas, it just makes sense. And also by Dublin Chevy Nissan, the only dealer you'll ever need. That's Dublin Chevy Nissan. 8:14 on the clock. There's no score, and we'll be back in just a moment.
With Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance, I can get auto, home, life, even banking all in one place. Pretty convenient if you ask me.
Always the home team. Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance. Visit us online at gfbinsurance.com.
Back with you here in the borough, the home of the Blue Devils, Statesboro High School. A beautiful, beautiful campus here. About 4.7 million redo in about 2007. It looks like it was done even more recent than that. It's a beautiful place. 1st and 10. Raiders after the timeout called by the Blue Devils. Coven takes it around the right side. Speed to burn. He's pushed out of bounds after about a 12 or 14 yard. He's got some quick feet. Love to see him get loose, don't we? Stops the clock at 8:07 with a first down and moving the chains. Love to see a drive like this. That takes the ball down, as you see, to the 36, maybe close to the 37-yard line. We'll call it 6. West Lawrence with nobody in the backfield. You see it, 3 wide out to this side and 2 to the other. He's got plenty of time, and he's going to run it. Slides down after about 6 yards, maybe 7. Mathis with a good running game. Got like 860, a little over 860 yards so far this season. 860 yards off of what, 4 games? Yeah, that's pretty impressive. That's total offense for Mathis. 2nd down. 4 yards to go. Staying with the same set, spread. Good protection. Great. Wide open, standing at the 2 or 3 yard line, and in he goes. Tyler Franks with a great catch. That 6'6" kid brought it in and took it in the end zone. Wide open, and that's a rehab advantage instant replay. Rehab advantage instant replay. Mathis connects with Tyler Franks inside the red zone, inside the 5, and he pretty well dances into the end zone. Another rehab advantage instant replay right here on TV 35. 7:17 on the clock. Cam Coop back to kick. It's up. It's good. So that makes it 7-0 with 7:17 on the clock in the first quarter. We'll be back in a moment. This is the game of the week. Lawrence County's leader in hometown banking is Farmers State Bank. From our customer service professionals to our mortgage specialist or any of our professional lenders, we're committed to making banking as easy as FSB. Farmers State Bank, with locations in Dublin and Cadwell, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. Stop by today and find out why we make banking as easy as FSB. All right, welcome you back, and they've changed it up, I believe, a little bit back deep, put a different kid in there, Lipsy, but that Will Yawn that had about a 25-yard return for the Blue Devils on our first kickoff is back deep. They're standing, right about the goal line. Cam Coop to kick. Seemed like his legs got stronger and stronger after his injuries. I think he's back in full force. This one's going to land at about, he's back in the end zone. It's a touchback. That's what you love to see, right? So the Blue Devils going to take over right at the 20-yard line. Thanks for watching the game of the week right here on TV 35. Tell all your friends and neighbors they can tune in to us online on our YouTube channel at TV 35, WDIG. Been sharing the word with a lot of our friends here in the borough so they can tune in and watch this game. But we hope it's a takeaway. 7:16 on the clock. 1st and 10 from the 20. Blue Devils 1 man in the backfield. They got that little slot on this side. Oh, what some dancing went on there. He struggles forward for about 4, maybe 5. Finally brought down Lewis and Jackson, it looked like, were there. Should have got him deeper. I don't know what he was doing back there, but he came out of nowhere and just got 4 or 5 yards. 2nd down and 5, 5.5. Loaded up on that left side, and that's the direction they're going in. Bonner came through first and got his hand on him. I see Dacus getting up. A couple of other white hats over there. Lindo and several others got up from over there, so it's 3rd down. Defense doing its job so far tonight in Statesboro. 6 minutes on the clock in the first quarter. Trying to get the ball back. 3rd and 9 play. Winding up to pass. He had a man, he got him. Nobody tackled him, so he gets a couple of extra yards after the catch. That's a 1st down. We had coverage right there. Somehow he got out and got a couple of more yards. I believe that's a first down for the Blue Devils. Takes the ball up to the 35. 1st and 10 from the 35. 5.5 on the clock in the first quarter. Snap back, and they're just going to try to get it outside. He cuts it up fast, and he brought down hard right there in the middle. Great tackle that time by Jones. T.J. Jones wrapped him up and brought him down right there after about 2 yards, 1.5 yards to 2. Coach is calling into play from the sideline. They're calling it 2nd and 8. Hand it straight ahead. He struggles forward for about 1 yard, I'll say. Royals coming in from that inside linebacker. Royals in on that one. Got to give some credit as well to Jones again. 3rd down 5. Blue Devils pecking away at yardage here. Ball on the 40-yard line. Raider defense moving forward. He's going to throw it. He got a man right about the 1st down. I think he's going to be right on the mark. Depends on where they spot it. They're trying to give it the 1st down. They give it to him 1st down. Or he earned it, one or the other. 4:11 on the clock. That's the 2nd 1st down of the night and of this drive. Up to the 45. You can see the Blue Devil offense has the size, and they're stacking it up in that middle. They drove it all over the side, and nobody wanted to tackle him. Trying to catch him, and we do, right inside the 5, finally. Edmond brought him down, but inside the 5. Tough kid to bring down. You got to wrap up, and we're usually really good at it. So you can tell this kid's a tough kid. Edmond showed the speed and just ran him down. I mean, the ball has got to be on the 1-yard line. Still staying in the gun, and we stop him out there. Jackson stops him, stood him up, and took him back. Jackson with a good stop that time. I think he got a little help from it's hard to see over there, but Maybe Royals came around as well. Under 3 minutes in the first quarter of play. Blue Devils trying to answer. And awfully close. Second down from the 1. They're loading up this right side. Motion this way. Takes it straight ahead. Touchdown. Robertson with the touchdown for the Blue Devils. And they've answered. That kid must be hard to bring down that ran the ball on that long run, I tell you that. But we got to tighten up on some tackling. Here's the extra point. Kicks up. It's good. We got an even ball game at 7 with 2:27 on the clock. You're watching the game of the week, and we'll be right back. Friendly Gus has everything you need this football season. From our everyday value items like a $2.99 two-piece dark meat chicken snack, or our fish pork chop 3-piece dark or 2-piece white meat snack for just $5.50. Friendly Gus caters. Order one of our 20, 40, or 60-piece chicken finger or wing platters. And don't forget the tater logs. Friendly Gus is your one-stop shop for tailgating parties. Our food is always fresh and our service is always friendly. Friendly Gus with locations throughout Middle Georgia. Shop Cochran Brothers Cash and Carry at 320 South Jefferson Street for additional tailgate items like paper products, chicken wings, bulk drinks, spices, sauces, and more. All right, welcome you back, and back deep for the Raiders right now is going to be Edmond, Bernie, and Turner. Once again, 2:27 on the clock, first quarter. Here's your kickoff. There's some height under it, I'll tell you that. That closed up in a hurry. Edmond takes it forward for to the 28-yard line, so that's where we'll take over. Nice drive last time for the Raiders. We're going to need to see that again as they hustle over to the sideline and get a little coached up. I mean, a good time-sustaining drive, but the bad part about it is the Blue Devils turned around and did the same thing to us. Outside of that long run, we had a long pass, so. In the backfield, Coven this time. Christian Coven. Mathis with the snap. Coven gets a call straight ahead. First down. Kid hits a hole hard, but look at the hole he has to run into. You got Holloway again, Jay Doan, Fields, Knight, Tobler doing a great job on that offensive line. Big hole that time. 1st and 10, ball on the 39, just shy of that 40 mark. Stack everybody in pretty close. Snap, hand it to Coven. He's trying to get outside. Took a little too long, he got a yard. Wouldn't quite develop in time. 90 seconds left in the first quarter. 2nd and 10, no gain on the play. I'd like to thank the Bank of Dudley for being one of our Game of the Week sponsors. The Bank of Dudley, along with Myers Equipment and Supply, your Gravely dealer, Myers Equipment and Supply. 2nd and 9. Little different formation this time. Bernie in the backfield. We're going to hit Carr, and Carr struggles forward, and they finally push him out of bounds after an 11-yard pickup. That'll move the chains. 57 on the clock, up over. Well, they haven't moved it yet. They mark him out of bounds. So 2nd down and 1. Nice pass. Tough run after that. If he could have just stayed in bounds, he knew where the first down marker was, that's for sure. Back in tight this time. And to check, that's Bernie in the backfield. He gets the ball, and he's knocked down immediately. 3rd down and 1, that's what that's going to be. Might have lost a little bit, and he did. Lost about a foot. So a defensive stance right there. Leave us 3rd down. Chain gains a little ahead of themselves. A long 1.5. Got a block. Timeout. Looks like West Lawrence is going to call timeout. Coach didn't like exactly what he saw, wanted to make an adjustment. So with 11 seconds left here in the first quarter and an even score at 7 from Statesboro, Georgia, we'll be right back.
Our desire to build wonderful friendships is what makes Dublin Ford Lincoln different, and Rob East is one of those friends.
It's really nice. We don't have to go out of town to get any of our stuff. We have company trucks, and we have all Ford fleets. And with our stuff, it's really easy. You don't have to go out of town. You can just pick up the phone, and if you got an issue, you just call Tim or call one of these guys, and they'll help us out any way they can and get it done really quick.
Others call you customers. We call you friends. That's Dublin Ford Lincoln.
All right, welcome you back. Just about ready to get back into play on a 4th and 2. And we're forced to punt. It is 4th and 2. I guess the chain was right. Good snap back. Coop gets his foot in this one, averaging about 32 yards a punt. I guess it's down right there. He made contact with his other man. They were trying to figure out what was going on, but it'll be down at the 15-yard line. Almost through with a quarter. Blue Devils take the ball at the 15-yard line. So the Raiders held the Blue Devils on the first drive, and they held us on that drive. Trying to see where they're going to spot the ball. Flag still on the middle of the field, so we're coming back on to punt it again is what it is. They want to cue it up and punt it again, see if they can get a return. So they'll back that up.
Correction. The penalty was accepted.
Yeah, they'll back that up, so we'll be punting from about the 38-yard line. Punt receivers for the Blue Devils standing on about the 22-yard line. Coop gets his foot in this one, good high, booming. Taking it to 25, fair catch. And that'll end the first quarter, where the Blue Devils, when we come back, will be sitting on the 25-yard line, and we'll see what we can do to stop them. We'll take a short break and come back and start the second quarter. You're watching the Game of the Week on TV 35.
At Morris Bank, we understand that your personal finances and banking experiences can be stressful. We also know that it doesn't have to be that way. That's why for over 60 years, we've dedicated ourselves to providing common sense banking to people just like you.
Even when I started working here, there was a definite vibe that you felt when you walked in the door, from the music that you're always going to hear playing to the hello, good to see you, welcome, how can we help you? You know, it's just a different experience when you bank here.
We work work hard to combine the latest online mobile technology and top-notch customer service that allows us to do just that.
We realize our customers have choices, but what sets us apart is the personal service that we provide that they may not receive at larger institutions. We like to make you feel at home, and we like to make the process as easy as possible when you're banking with us.
But we're not focused on helping just our customers. We are equally dedicated to supporting the community we are a part of. Just this year alone, we've logged thousands of community service hours and provided significant financial support to the communities we serve.
Something that sets us apart at Morris Bank is what we give back to the communities in which we serve. And as the communities continue to grow, that brings more business and more industry into the area, and it's just this circle effect of giving back and receiving what the community can offer.
We want to make sure you have the best banking experience possible. Come see us or give us a call to find out what makes Morris Bank different, because we're banking on you.
All right, welcome you back as the Blue Devils come onto the field. Defensively, you may not be surprised that Derek Jackson's leading in tackles. He's got 20 solos, 23 assists. Lewis is, I think, right behind him on tackles, and that time, a host of Raiders met him at the line of scrimmage. Might have lost one. And to see who really came up from the bottom, I couldn't tell if that was Lindo or Jones. I believe it was Lindo. That front three's been tough, and we're going to have to wrap up and hold on because you got some strong running backs, real elusive. You think you got them down, and they bust loose. So it's a second down. He got about a yard. Hand off straight ahead that time. See how he twists and turns. He gets hit, and he keeps moving. He keeps his feet moving. You got to like it. Brought down about the line of scrimmage that time. Coming up from that bottom looked like Lindo. Way away from the field we are. We're up on top of a triple-decker press box. Again, this is a nice stadium, a beautiful facility here for this 5A school. Like we were sending that time. He throws it out fast, and man, what good coverage that was. Is that Bernie over there? I mean, coming in hard and fast. I'm sorry, Green. Green came up fast. Good coverage. 4th and 9, forced to punt. Carr and Bradley standing at our 40. Windy night, so you got to watch that. I mean, a good strong breeze. Got all the flags standing out everywhere. We got pretty good rush in there, but we just fall into each other and on top of it at time. They trying to communicate, but Bradley with his good hands comes on down, falls right on top of it. And that's where we'll be taking over the ball and see what we can do on this offensive possession. The ball will be at the 33-yard line, 10:29 on the clock, 10:29 left in this first half. We'll be back in just a moment. This is the game of the week.
Out here, there are many jobs to do. You need the kind of power, versatility, and comfortable handling that comes with your territory. You need the tractor built to pull all that weight. The Kubota L Series is what you need out here. Right now, get an L Series for 0 down with 1.99% APR financing for up to 84 months, plus a 6-year warranty.
Your local Kubota dealer is Mid-State Tractor and Equipment. If you're looking for quality equipment and exceptional service provided by trained experts, see Mid-State Tractor and Equipment, 1325 North Jefferson, Dublin. Check us out online or call us at 272-2198. Get your equipment ready for this season. Subcompact, compact, economy, utility, special, agriculture, and other construction and farm tractors and implements. Choose Kubota zero-turn mowers that are proven to provide excellence. Let us help you find the right equipment to meet your lawn care needs. And our utility vehicles are engineered to keep you moving, from mid-size to full-size RTVs. Get groundbreaking levels of performance and productivity at your local Kubota dealer, Mid-State Tractor and Equipment. Raiders back onto the field, and we love to see some offense this time. Coven in the backfield. Host of receivers. We got 3 out wide here and 1 on the other side, as you see. Coven ran the ball pretty well, and there's a flag on somebody lined up wrong. I'm guessing. Yeah. False start going to back us up behind the chains. 1st and 15. 1st and 15. Coven in the backfield. Coven got about 225 yards so far over 4 games, and hopefully he's going to rack up some more tonight, but not on that play. Only a couple of yards out of it. Didn't get back to the original line of scrimmage. 10:15 on the clock. A little more than I thought. It's 2nd and 11, 2nd and 10 and a half. And a tough box inside there, that front 7 or so for the Blue Devils. Are making it a little tough to run the ball. We got to loosen them up. Mathis with the snap. Coven got the ball, but nothing doing. We're unable to run in that middle. Got to loosen it up. Windy night here in Statesboro. Got a nice shower on the way down. I hope when we get back it's wet everywhere in Dublin. 3rd down, 11. Got Franks and Ramsey and Bradley on this side and Carr over on the other. Snap back, and we're going to pass it. Rushed out of the pocket, and they get us. They come straight up that middle and got him that time. A good defensive call. Knowing we were going to pass, they sent an extra pressure and drop us for a 4th and 17. Back to return the punt for the Blue Devils. Love to establish that run, but it's just not happening in that middle right now. So we'll have to give the ball back. 8.5 minutes on the clock. Coop gets it off with a little pressure. Got to be taken at the 34-yard line, 44-yard line. My goodness. Blue Devils take over on the 44-yard line with 8:21 on the clock. We're knotted up at 7 here in Statesboro, and we'll be back in a moment. This is the game of the week.
You've got miles and miles of grass to mow. So you're going to need a machine built to perform. Day in and day out. Season after season. You're going to need a Gravely. Built to mow the distance.
Now at Myers Equipment and Supply in Dublin. All right, back with you. I mentioned earlier De'Eric Jackson leading with tackles. Lewis has got like 19 solos, 12 assists coming into this game. And they've got their work cut out for them tonight. Ball comes out, and we get on top of it.
There is a fumble on the play.
Dacus falls on top of it. I don't know who stripped it out. But we'll take over inside the 40-yard line, and we got to make something happen here. Going to have to loosen them up. I believe we're going to have to go to the air. 8:15 on the clock. 8:15 on the clock in this first quarter here at Statesboro High School, Womack Field. And again, we need to make some adjustment right here and maybe go to the air. We've been trying to run it. We'll see what we call. I mean, outstanding offensive coaching this year. Great play calling all through the year. You need to establish a run. There's no doubt about it. We'll see what we do here. All right. Mathis in the backfield alone. We got a flag coming deep for some reason. Looks like we're going to be behind the chains again. 5-yard penalty.
There's a penalty on the play. Delay a game against West Lawn.
Delay a game.
First down and 15.
Delay a game on first down. First and 15, 7:59 on the clock now. Ball's on the 43-yard line. Come back out, obviously, with the same set. Got two split out on the other side. Trying to catch everybody we can. Show and pass for sure, and they're going to bring the pressure, and here it is off the outside. Pressure in there on him and takes him down. I mean, he's sacked. Same dude, Lee, one of the captains. Helmet came off, so the only good part he has to come out. Loss of a yard. 2nd and 16. In a passing situation, they're bringing it. Important play right here. Bernie gets the call. He's going to run it. Good. Got outside. Inside. Oh, he's got room to run, ladies and gentlemen. Bernie in for the score. Looking across the field, no flags. Looks like a clean play. No. I thought it was clean. Gonna call holding on us. I see the flag now, all too well. 7:13 on the clock, nullified.
It is holding against West Lawn.
Holding. So instead of a huge gain, that's going to take it back to a 2nd and 25, maybe 30. We'll have to have another run like that, Bernie. Plagued with 21 penalties last week, untold yardage. And there's one that's costly as well this week. So 2nd and 28. Got a man. There he is. Great play. Got it back to the original line of scrimmage. Franks. Tyler Franks brought it down and was immediately tackled, though. But a great pass and great hands to receive it and get us right down about the, I thought we were at the original line of scrimmage. Still, it's 3rd down and 11.
3rd down and 11.
And they're bringing the pressure, I can guarantee you. It's just what we can do with it. Trips out wide to the right. Just got to have time. Bernie's coming over here to join them. Great play. 1st down and more. Just opened up the whole left side of the field, and that man-to-man on Carr. It's going to pay off for us. He can get loose. He's got good hands and great position on the ball. He knows where the defender is, and he's going to line up well. 6:20 on the clock. Raiders turn that one around. Just stay mistake-free. Hand it off straight ahead, and he was hit hard. It's tough running in that middle tonight. Bernie, if he got a yard, I'll be impressed. Got about a foot. Under 6 minutes, first quarter, trying to take the lead again. A lot of meat in that middle for that Blue Devil defense. So the Lions got their work cut out for them. Mathis with the snap, hand it to Bernie. That time he's trying to get outside there. He saw some daylight and pushes forward for about 2, maybe 3 yards. Yeah, and that's right. There was a host of Blue Devils on that side. He just ran into a wall looking for some crease to turn it up. 5.5 left in the first half. Big third down play. And this is where they'll mix up that defense. They're going to send an extra body on us. All right, we get right now. Third down. Mathis rolls out and throws it up high, and Carr in and out of his hands. Couldn't bring that one in. 4:45 is where the clock stops. Fourth down and decision time. 4th and 6 from the 21-yard line. Six yards to go for the first down. We break the huddle. Assignment football. Snaps good. Good blocking. Threw it right in the middle and got it intercepted. Right about the 15-yard line. The Blue Devils pick it off. Threw it right into traffic. Turnover at the 15, 14-yard line is where they'll spot it with 4.5 on the clock. We'll take a short break and be right back. When you want convenience, you want Neighbors Express, where you'll always find friendly, courteous service every time you visit us. Fill up with pay at the pump. Take advantage of our bigger and better selection of beverages and tobacco products. Enjoy our popular crushed ice with your favorite fountain drink. And you can always enjoy a fresh hot breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So stop by and see us today, where it's always convenient and friendly. Neighbors Express, locations at I-16 at 441 and in Cedar Grove, where we provide farm fuel for all our customers. When you want convenience, you want Neighbors Express. All right, back with you now. Blue Devils with a steal just after all that. So far behind the sticks. 2nd and 28 it was. We battle back over all that and then get picked off inside the 20. Bouncing around down there, number 22 is one tough dude. Grace is his name. Andrell Grace. Tough running back. 4.5 again on the clock. 2nd down, 7. Raider defense has got to make a stop here. I tell you, Bonner's played good games week after week outside on this right side over here. Lewis over anchoring the other side, and look at that 3 in the middle. Jones, Lindo, and Dacus. So the Blue Devils want to take a timeout. We want to remind you our game of the week each and every week brought to you in part by City of Dublin Natural Gas. Natural gas, it just makes sense. Natural gas is in neighborhoods throughout Dublin, East Dublin, and all around Lawrence County. So check it out. Natural gas, it burns clean, it's more efficient. It just makes sense, ladies and gentlemen. And also by Dublin Chevy Nissan. The only dealer you'll ever need is Dublin Chevy Nissan. Stop by and see Don Carswell. Block Wilford. or any of their friendly staff and get in a new vehicle today. That's Dublin Chevy Nissan. Blue Devils taking their time over here. They're trying to make an adjustment. They want to do what they can here with under 4 minutes left in this first half of play. They'll see what they dialed up here as they run back onto the field on this windy Friday night in Statesboro, Georgia. It's a 2nd down and 7. See what they dialed up here and see what we do to stop them. Been tough to bring down on several occasions. There's a snap back. Gonna pass this one. Just threw it into nowhere. Had that kid, Will Yawn, that wide receiver, junior, tried to hit him coming in. Stops the clock at 3:45. 3rd down, 7. Tried to loosen us up there. We'll see what they come back with here. Everybody's watching their arm bands for the Blue Devils. I guess they have their plays on a little arm band there. Sending Jackson, here he comes. A lot of pressure. They throw it over there and they couldn't get it to that Yawn kid again. They like him. But step for step, Andrew Green was right there with him. So at 3:42, not much time at all off that clock, and Blue Devils will punt. Defense has saved us down here and held from another explosive offensive drive of the Blue Devils. I tell you, they've been able to do it. But the defense held that time. He skipped that one back and not much of a punt. I think it actually hit somebody. Bradley Wilson puts his hand on it, twirls it around a few times, and then figures he better fall on top of it. Better get coached up on that one as we'll take over at the 31-yard line. From the 31 when we come back, this is the game of the week.
Hey, want a successful career? Start with an education that puts you front and center with hands-on experience. An education that will prepare you for opportunity in 2 years or less. An education that's fast and affordable. Most OFTC students graduate debt-free thanks to the Hope Career Grant, which offers free tuition in more than 63 programs. Think differently about college. Choose OFTC for an education that's fast, local, and debt-free. OFTC is an equal opportunity institution.
Well, we had a good drive going a moment ago and got it intercepted. We'll see what we do here with plenty of time on the clock. 3.5 minutes from the 30-yard line. Mathis with Coven in the backfield. Coven gets a call and he just not quite, well, he did turn the corner finally. He's rustled out of bounds after about 8. Seems like it was slow to develop the last couple of times. They string it out and he's trying to see if he can get there, but that kid has got some speed now, Coven. Christian Coven, holding against the Raiders. Gonna bring it back. Got to break those bad habits now. Still 1st down. Good gracious. And 20. First and 20, backs us inside the 20. Knows where the ball may be at the 20-yard line. Raiders with another infraction. Snap back, and there's another flag. It's just raining again on us, ladies and gentlemen.
There's another flag on the play.
Fifth game of the year. Double fault start, holding was it? And then offsides, yeah, holding and then offsides. 3:22 on the clock, trying to change it up right here. 1st and 25. Assignment football. Snapback's good. Mathis going to throw a little screen. Brought down, they played that beautifully. They read that so very well. Carr slow to get up. Read it perfectly. We didn't get anything out of that, really. Didn't know if it might have backed it up. Under 3 minutes to play. We're looking at 2nd and 28. Ball's on a 14, maybe 13-yard line. Gotta have protection here. I mean, look at that size of that defensive 4. Pressure coming on. They get it that time. Try to turn it up. He gets about halfway back to the original line of scrimmage, but we'll see what this one's going to be. Holding against the Raiders. 3 penalties so far on this drive. See if we can turn it around now. See where they spot the ball, They're about to get turned around. He's talking to the white hat. He says he wanted to decline it. He said, I decline it. They just hollering back and forth. I don't think the official liked that. Coach got a little emphatic over here. So now it'll bring up 3rd down, which makes a little more sense. So 3rd down, and we'll say 17. Got a block here. You know the pressure's coming. Clock at 2:08, 2:07. Snap back and hand it to Bernie, believe it or not, and they just manhandle him right there and bring him down. Good defense. 4th down. Good defense. Everybody stayed at home, stayed awake. Bernie looked like he was going to scat through there just for a moment, and then that big hand came out and grabbed him and pulled him down as the clock ticks to 1:40 right now left in this first half. Knotted up at 7. Coop comes on. Gonna be punting, standing on about the 8-yard line. Need a good snap here. They'll load it up, and they've been putting some pressure on now. They've been bringing it pretty hard. Somebody called a timeout. I guess it's West Lawrence. Minute 15 on the clock. You're watching the Game of the Week on TV 35, and we'll be right back.
Jeff Shepard here at Roach Farm and Garden. Deer season is here. Come to see us at Roach Farm and Garden. We got all your deer hunt necessities. We carry 5-way, 3-way, Harvest Advantage, iron clay peas, wheats and oats, daikon radishes, a bruiser rye, and big boss rye, buck forage and annual rye. We will make your food plots look right. We have all your supplies of deer feed, 17 and 24% protein, QDM and 4S. We even carry 4S draw in the blocking bags. And when you get that deer, we've got something to cook him with, from grills to griddles to your deep fryers. You want clothes? We got a full line of Georgia boot, Rocky boot, and all the Carhartt that you could need. And for your pelletized grill, we have any flavor you need. We have ladder stands by Millennium and Amerstep, replacement seats, protein blocks, salt blocks, and attractants, and a full line of coolers. And don't forget to pick your supply up of Voodoo while you're in there. It's at the counter. Don't forget, everything you need for deer season is right here at Roach Farm and Garden. 2 locations, Wrightsville and Dublin.
All right, back with you. I think McLean just didn't like something. You know, they're sending everybody, try to make something happen. They've been close a few times, so safely called a timeout that he had and used it wisely. Minute 15 on that clock. Looking for a good snap, good blocking here, please. Snap back's all right, hits it down, end over end, gonna hit and roll, and we cover it right there and let it roll another foot or so, just over midfield, and that's where the Blue Devils are gonna take it with a minute 5 on the clock left in this first half. and the Blue Devils will be right at midfield. Now, they haven't thrown the ball successfully yet, I don't believe. I don't remember one completed pass. They tried it a couple of times, but, man, they had a couple of burstful runs. I mean, just explosive runs. Tough kids to bring down, but we'll see what they call now, again, with 1:05 on the clock in this first half. They're going to throw it. Pressure right there. We had him. We finally pulled him down. Thank goodness. Lindo pulled him down for about a 5, 6, 7-yard loss. Takes it under 1 minute down to about 50 right now. 50 seconds on the clock. Thank you, Lindo. Just good pressure there. Got to have more of that. Daniel Lindo, that senior, number 24, brings him down. So it is 2nd and 18. Actually took him down 8 yards behind the line. Blue Devils going to hand that one off. We hit him behind the line of scrimmage and drop him for another foot or so. I see Bonner coming up out of there. That'll take us to halftime. 7-7 your score. We'll be back with the second half in just a minute. You're watching the Game of the Week on TV 35.
Shopping for SUVs? Dublin Chevrolet will save you money.
Drive the all-new GMC Acadia for as low as $29,535.
Call, click, or come see us. Dublin Chevrolet, the only dealer you will ever need.
All right, back with you to start the second half. Here in Statesboro, Georgia, great hospitality by these wonderful people. I can say that we enjoyed the halftime activities as well as accommodations. Now ready to kick it off. The good part, we get to receive the ball here in the second half. Boom and kick. Took it back into the end zone, I thought, but he's bringing it out, and bam, did he get hit. Gets up to no avail. It's all right. He can take a lick. Edmond just pops right up. Total yards of offense in the first half, 123 for West Lawrence, 80 for the Blue Devils. Mathis was 7 for 8 for 79 yards in the air, and we know about that one he missed. Raiders 1st and 10. Ball's on the 17-yard line. First play of the second half is going to be a run play. Darting forward, and a good hard run that time by Dorsey. Good to see him in the game. Dorsey played well last week. Battling a little tenderness. But, you know, we played some tough physical teams. Picks up 5 on that one, so 2nd and 5. Take that every time. Fake it to Dorsey. He's going to drift out and throw it. And I don't know what that was. It didn't look quite right. Ramsey, I guess, was the intended receiver. Brings up a 3rd down. So for tonight, Brent Carr's 4 for 48. Thanks to Peyton Manning for sharing them stats with us. Bam, he's hit. I mean, the coverage was right there. Carr caught it and brought down. They're really keying on him. Just right there in his hip pocket on that little screen, I guess it is, that little across the middle there. I looked down for a second and looked back up, but whatever it was, it didn't work. 4th and 5. Coop standing about the 6-yard line. And their return men are standing on They're 46. Loaded up that line. They'll be bringing the pressure again. Got close a couple of times on us. That time we boom it up high. We'll catch it. He fumbled it. He's going to get back on top of it. Falls back there on top of it. That's that. Will Yawn. Called his name a few times for the Blue Devils tonight, but gets back on top of it. Ball's at the 36-yard line, 37. Come on, Raider defense. See what we did at halftime, what adjustments were made during that long halftime. Shifty running backs. I guarantee you we better wrap up. Hand it off. He darts forward for a yard. Brought him down after only a yard right there in the middle. That was Lindo. Under 10 minutes. 2nd and 9. Little under 10 in this third quarter. From the 38, 2nd and 8. Gonna pass this one out fast. He just threw it out. I see why they don't pass much. It hadn't been there for them hardly at all. I think he was 4 for 7 in the first half for 33 total yards. Their lead rusher was 4 carries for 39 yards, but still it's 7-7, an even game. All the stats in the world, and you just look up at the scoreboard. 3rd down and 9. Raider defense trying to hold, making the adjustments. Nobody in the backfield but the quarterback. Hollering pass over on the Raider side, and they throw it out. We miss him. He makes one move, and he gets a first down before he's brought down. We had him. He's just so elusive. I mean, quick. Bernie comes over. Green came over to help out. You had Lewis over on this side as well. It stopped the clock at 9. Well, they're running it again. 14, 9, 12. 1st and 10 right about the midfield, you see. That was a completion right when they needed it. Fast. I mean, he's so shifty. Oh, he didn't go far on that once he got greeted on that side. I see Bonner getting up. Lindo from the bottom. Jackson in there as well. We got to bring it right here. Jones in there as well. Clock runs down to 8.5. 2nd and 10. Oh, we almost jumped, but all right, get over there to him. Quarterback just kept it and picked up 3, maybe 4. 3rd and 6. We covered well that time in the secondary, so he just tucked it and ran for 4 yards. Big 3rd down play here. Under 8 minutes, 3rd quarter. Just a battle back and forth, and no points added to the board. And now's not the time to see it happen. Somebody whistled, and Statesboro is going to take a timeout. So with timeout on the field, we'll take a timeout and be right back. This is the game of the week.
Hi, I'm Chuck Harwell, President and CEO of the Community Bank of Dublin-Lawrence County. I would like to personally invite you to come in and open an account with us. Our service and lending professionals know what it takes to make life easy and convenient, and will help you get set up with our mobile and online banking right away. We founded Community Bank on common sense banking and a dedication to help people just like you with your personal or business accounts. We want to assist you in securing loans for your automobile, home, land, or whatever financial goals you may have in life. We founded Community Bank on common sense banking and a dedication to help people just like you with your personal or business accounts. Visit us at Community Bank of Dublin-Lawrence County and come in and see why common sense banking never goes out of style.
Back from the timeout, and receiving yards coming into this game, West had 229 total, rushing yards 194 per game, bringing our average down a little bit so far. But right now we got to make a stop and try to get that ball back. Snap back's clean. He got a man over there, and we get him down just about the line. Where's he going to mark it, though? Where's the official? There it is. It's about a foot, maybe a yard. Okay, we'll say a yard short. It's a 4th and 1. Better watch this one. Ball's on the 42-yard line. A lot of game left. It's been a battle back and forth. You got to stay awake right here. See if we can get that ball back and get an average back up. Carr's a lone receiver back for the punt. And they do punt it. Boom. Good high booming. At an angle. He got his hands on it. And he's going to stop it right there. My goodness. Inside the 5. Fair caught it right on the 5-yard line. 6:50 on that clock. Don't forget our sponsors in part tonight include City of Dublin Natural Gas. Natural gas, it just makes sense. And it's in a neighborhood near you. It's clean burning, it's efficient. It's the right choice for you. So get in touch with the City of Dublin, where they have rebates on many appliances right now. Appliances including gas logs, which we're going to need before long. So check it out on the City of Dublin website or just give them a call. Once again, 6:50's on that clock, and we're deep. We're at the 5. Ball, nose of the ball barely touching the 5-yard line. Snap back from the end zone. We're going to take it outside on that left side, and I don't see any flags, but we didn't get but about 4 yards. Dorsey, they only give him a yard. Looks to me from the marker to be 2nd and 9. Calling on Dorsey to get us some strong yardage right here. Clock's at 6:15, 3rd quarter. Clean football right here. No penalties. Back to pass. Just threw it way. I don't know if the route was wrong or what, but Tyler Franks was out there, and it sailed past him, I'd say 7, 8, 10 yards. Stops the clock right on 6 o'clock. 6 minutes. Statesboro High School, home of the Blue Devils. With a 3rd down and 9. Looks like Dorsey still in the backfield. Snap back, rolling out. Here comes some pressure. In the backfield, he throws it up and had it, and it fell out of his hands. Good D. Good D. Some kid named Saucy, I think. Knocked it out of his hands. That was well up at the 30-yard line. Unusual. Good D. 5:52 on the clock. Punt team runs in. Blue Devils punt receiver is going to be standing on our 40. We're going to have to just really get a foot in this one to send it down any further than that. Coop can do it, averaging about 36, 37 yards a punt this year. I think his longest was 57, but you know, that's a heck of a roll. Fair caught it at the 35-yard line. That's where the Blue Devils will take over, and we'll take a break and be right back. This is the game of the week.
Portions of this program are brought to you by Curry Companies and Curry Residential, your Caldwell banker, providing real estate services since 1902.
All right, welcome you back. Once again, 5:45 on the clock. Defense back on the field. Great field position this time for the Blue Devils from the 35. Handed off, and we hit him twice, a 3-time. Got a face mask. Bonner got his hand hung up in there. That's 15. I think it's inadvertent, but let's see. He was just spinning around so much. Looked like he got a hand caught up in there.
Face mask against the Raiders.
Here it comes. I'm thinking 15. Yeah. No, inadvertent. All right, all right. If you're going to get one, it's 5. All right, so still first down and 5 now. We need a break. We need a turnover. We need some help right here. Somebody's got to make a play. Battle going on in the Burrow. Throw it up high. He's got a man down deep. It's a clean play. Good defense, step for step right there. You gotta like that. Bernie just right down the sideline with him. Close as could be, and played it when the ball came in. 5:11's on the clock. That's a 2nd and 5. They have gone to the air a few times in this second half so far. Snap back, gonna hand that one off. He gets out. That kid is so shifty. Drag him down, just hanging on all the way on the outside. Lewis pulls him down. Several Raiders over to help out. Hosley came over to help out as well. 4:45 on the clock. 3rd down, 2 yards to go for the Blue Devils. They call in every play from the sideline. They check the wristbands. Let's go Raiders. There's your snap. Hand it off. We pull him down behind the line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up 4th and at least 1. It looks like 4th and 2. Lindo coming up from the bottom. Dacus in there as well. Got to say TJ Jones in there. Fourth and 3. Lost a yard, and they're going for it. 3:50 on the clock. Come on, D. There's a snap. Hand it off. The same thing again, and nothing doing. Great defensive play. Bonner in there as well as Jones. Great defensive stance right there as the Raiders have held and will take over in a defensive battle right here at 7-7. 3:37 on the clock in the 3rd quarter. We'll break away and be right back.
From humble beginnings with a desire to serve the Dudley community, Bank of Dudley has grown to 5 locations, serving Lawrence, Twiggs, and surrounding counties. Serving our community since 1905, the Bank of Dudley is looking forward to its 2nd century of community banking. Drop in today to any of our 5 locations: Jeffersonville, Dudley, East Dublin, Veterans Boulevard, and downtown Dublin. Bank of Dudley, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
I tell you, a defensive battle, as we say. 1st and 10, and we got to have some offense right here. Got to block and got to make it clean football. Snap back, we're going to hand that one off straight ahead and just bam, bam, bam. Just stop him right there. Might have got a, that's a little late, but I don't see a flag, so we'll keep on rolling. Royals just got bounced back. Everybody line it up, let's move the ball. 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Not bad from what it looked like up here. Gonna throw it out quick, try to get some speed. We get a 1st down out of it, and thank goodness we haven't seen one of those in a while.
There's a 1st down. For the Raiders.
Like it was Wilson out there got the ball. Under 3 minutes. 1st and 10 from the 40. Got to get this offensive unit moving, clicking. Get that timing back again. It'll come. Play from the 40. Tried it again, and he bounced off that time, made a good move on the outside. Brent Carr down the sideline. He shoved out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Got a late hit. They say he stepped out at the 44-yard line. We're going to call that a rehab advantage instant replay. Brent Carr with that great pass in the middle, good blocking. Here he came around the right side, and he's able to pick up a big 1st down we needed over midfield and about the 44-yard line, and then the late hit came in. That's a rehab advantage instant replay right here in Statesboro, Georgia. There's a man down on the field. He gets up and comes off on his own will, and that's good. That's what you want to see. 2:30 on the clock in his 3rd quarter, the white hat. Making sure everything's lined up just right. The ball is inside the 30-yard line at the 29-yard line. Raiders back onto the field. Whistle to play has been blown. No play clock showing anywhere I've found, so. Had that one delay earlier, I don't know. Maybe that was all we'll get without having a clock to watch. Mathis opens up, fakes like he's gonna throw it out wide, and then comes back, and did he get it in there? Is it no good? I mean, Wilson over there looked like he was pretty wide open, but it was short. Stops the clock at 2:20. 2nd and 10. Need to capitalize here. Winds died down a little bit. You got to think if we need to settle, we'll be kicking into the wind right now, and the breeze picks up as we say it. 2nd and 10 from the 29. Handed to Bernie. Bernie runs into our own guy, and he keeps his feet, and he's paddling forward before he's just knocked down, and they're going to spot him at about the 34-yard line. Loss of 5. I don't know who's spotting it. Okay, better spot. Much better. Loss of 1.
And 11.
So 3rd down, 11 yards. Again, that wind's blowing in our face. We are in the middle of the field. Talk about a defensive battle. You're talking about trying to get a field goal here in the 3rd quarter, and it makes you antsy. Scores have been hard to come by. Mathis back to pass, throws it hard over to Wilson. Wilson catches it down inside the 5. He forward for the touchdown. Wilson, with all that effort, goes in for the score. That's all heart and effort. Great pass. That's a rehab advantage instant replay. Mathis scrambles back, throws it down to Wilson right there in the middle. Wilson hanging with a guy hanging on him. powers forward, falls forward with the ball into the end zone for our second score. Rehab advantage, instant replay. And now for the extra point. Snap back, it's down, his kick is up, and it's good. With 1:22 remaining in the third quarter, it's 14-7, West Lawrence Raiders. We'll be right back.
Bailey's Flooring is a proud sponsor of high school football. Count on the team at Bailey's Flooring for quality name brand carpet and flooring with professional installation. Bailey's Flooring has all the latest product innovations and is a proven contractor of commercial and residential customers. And check out the selection of vinyl and carpet in stock at Bailey's Flooring. Call 290-6084.
What a good drive that was. That was something to get excited about there. Now the only bad part is we got to kick off to the Blue Devils again, and they are a formidable opponent. Cam to kick off. Pooch kick over on the left side. We'll see if it'll bounce off of him. It did, but we didn't fall on it. So they get good field position at the 39. We had the opportunity. Bounced right off his chest, rolled down his body. We just couldn't get on it. A little scuffle in the middle of the field. And they dragged a Blue Devil out of there begrudgingly. 14-7. Got to play defense here. Last defensive stance was really good for us. Glad to have McLean on the sideline, I'll tell you that. This entire Raider coaching staff has really worked hard to develop these young men. Defensive unit back on the field. Snap back. They're going to pass it this time. Throws it hard out here and got a first down and more. He got another 10 yards, 15, got about 12 after the reception. That's about a 22-yard gain. Down inside the 35 to the 33-yard line with a minute 11 left in the third quarter. Blue Devils marching. We'll stop bragging and start calling. Under 1 minute. Faked it, he throws it hard in that middle. He hit that kid. He kept going to him, and that kid is a good ball player. That Will Yawn, took it down inside the 10. Well into the red zone. They're going to spot it at the 6, maybe 7-yard line, just like that. Looks like we got a timeout called on the field. Timeout on the field, and we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back.
Allen's Heating and Cooling is your licensed Amana equipment dealer. Trust Allen's Heating and Cooling to install and service your heating and cooling unit. Allen services all brands, and with the purchase of a new Amana, offers a lifetime compressor warranty. Call Sean Clark or any of his friendly staff at Allen's Heating and Cooling, your Amana dealer. Amana lasts and lasts and lasts.
Back at the game of the week, brought to you in part by Farmers State Bank. Farmers State Bank, leaders in the community. It's as easy as FSB. 1st and 7 from the 7. We drop him in the backfield, just like that. Great defensive unit right there. Just blew through and took him down. Giving credit that time to Lindo. Lindo just blew through there. 2nd 7. Snap back, he's going to pass. He got pressure coming on. He gets outside. Bonner was there for him. Finally, Lindo comes in. Got a flag for celebrating. Got to run McLean back off the field. Again, he'll stand up for his players every time, folks. He cannot believe it. Had them well behind the line, and they're going to throw that flag. I guess they celebrated from the tackle. I mean, that's what I saw, but maybe there was something else there. 6 seconds left in the third quarter. Puts them right back in good shape. Just put your head down and play ball. That'll get the horn to sound the end of the third quarter, and I tell you, I don't like that last call at all. McLean or somebody will come onto the field and have a word there. A few coaches will with the white hat and want to know, come on. Well, we'll start the fourth quarter when we come back. It's 14-7. We're hanging on to 7 skinny points, and we'll be right back. You're watching the game of the week right here on TV 35. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dustin Gay. I'm a local orthopedic surgeon with Houston Clinic Orthopedics, and we'd really like to invite everybody to come out to our new office facility to take a look at it. It's a larger space with physical therapy, and we're just excited to have it, and we'd love for people to come out and visit us.
Come by and see us today at our brand new location, the Houston Clinic, Medical Drive in Dublin.
Again, we got a real battle in the borough tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Starting the fourth quarter with a 3rd and 8. Blue Devils right down inside on a good explosive drive here, trying to answer, and we're trying to take it away with pressure coming. He throws it in the middle, crosses the line. It looked like he crossed it, but nobody's raised their hand. That'll bring up a 4th down and a foot. 4th down and a foot. They're gonna bring. Yep, 4th down and a foot.
On the 1.5-yard line. 4th down and goal to go.
This will get you on the edge of your seat right here. Finally, the play comes in. Raiders moving forward. Timeout they call. I think they're going to maybe, who knows what they'll do, if they'll kick a field goal. We'll find out when we come back. You're watching the game of the week on TV 35.
Shopping for SUVs? Dublin Chevrolet will save you money.
Drive the new 2020 Chevy Traverse for as low as $31,599.
Call, click, or come see us. Dublin Chevrolet, the only dealer you will ever need.
All right, if it can be done, I believe this Raider defense can do it. Just under 11 minutes left in this game. 4th down and a foot. Power set in. They got a couple of guys split outlet to the left over there now. Hand it off. We get him in the backfield. He's stopped by a host coming up from the bottom. I got to see the numbers. I'm calling that one on Jones coming up from the very bottom, but a host of Raiders was there. I said it. Raider defense, if anybody could do it, they did it. Great defensive stance from the 1-foot line on 4th down. And now we got to get out of a hole. Just get some breathing room right here. Heavy set in. From the end zone, handoff straight ahead. Got 4, maybe 5. Just a swarm of bodies in there. Again, you see that heavy set with Dacus in there and that loaded backfield. Got Lindo in there as well. Had good luck with that heavy set, but let's hold on to the ball. Second down, 5. Hand it off straight ahead, hit the hole. Almost got away from them all. So a lot of daylight, and then it closed down for Dorsey. Dorsey's an explosive runner. Raider Brigade fired up for the first down. Ball on the 18-yard line, and ball security is a must. Carr out to the right. Bradley coming over to this side along with Franks. Handoff straight ahead. What a holy hit. Bernie spins forward. Got a first down and more. Thank you, Bernie. Good run. Good blocking line. No flags on that, and I hate to even say it. 9.5 on the clock. First down, up over the 30, we'll call it the 32-yard line. You're watching the Game of the Week on TV 35. Watch it anytime. Online, a YouTube channel, TV 35 WDIG. Frank swaps sides on us. Motion. Hand it off to Bernie. Bernie hits that hole. Hit it, Bernie. 7 on the play. Down to 9 minutes. Run clock run. It'll be second down and 2. Raiders break the huddle. Second and 2 now. Handoff again. Christian Coven with the ball. Coven didn't get quite as much out of it. Maybe a yard. Up, got a first down. Thank you for the surprise. 8.5 minutes on the clock, moving the chains up over the 40 to the 44-yard line. Go Raiders. Trips to the left. Motion. Bradley. Hand off again. Hit the hole and got a couple. Not much daylight there. Coven out. Royals in. Second and 8 from the 46-yard line. Let's don't stall now. Well-coached Raider team playing tonight, and a well-coached Blue Devil team as well. In a tough-fought ball game. Handed off straight ahead, and he ran into us. I don't know who he ran into, but it didn't look good from there. No gain. 7 minutes on the clock, but third down and 8. Third and 8. Clock just not ticking fast enough at 6:45. Clark comes back to the middle. giving extra protection, a little draw going on there, and nobody fooled.
Brendan Jackson in on the stop for the Blue Devils.
4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Dorsey got the ball on the draw and just have not been able to fool that middle a lot. If you don't square up and block them there, they stay at home. They're well coached. Hadn't been able to catch them off guard, I don't think, on anything in that middle like that. 6 minutes remaining in the game. Punt receiver standing on the 19-yard line. Snap, Coop's good. Pressure's coming on that outside. End over end. Fair caught on the 16-yard line. Fair caught on the 16. We'll take a break and be right back. 5:44 on the clock. We'll be right back.
Hey, how you doing? Eric Kate City.
I'm good.
Brad Grimes.
I think I'm smelling some gas in my yard out here.
All right, and what area are you smelling at?
Over here in this area, the meter's on that side over there.
Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna check the meter, make sure there's not a leak there.
Okay.
Then we'll locate the line out and put down a couple holes just to check on the ground to make sure you don't have a leak. We'll check each corner of your house. If you could, just stay on the porch.
Okay.
If you think you have a gas leak, we're on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Call us at 478-277-5048.
All right, welcome you back, and here we are with the 1st and 10 Blue Devils from their 16. Handed off straight ahead, and we hit him hard in the middle. Probably lost a yard on that one. I'm trying to see who bounced. Spencer Dacus comes firing up from there. Lindo, as well as Holsby. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Snap back. He's going to pass it. Floating across that middle, and we had it and dropped it. Green had it in his paws and couldn't hang on. Third down and 10. Five minutes on the clock. Big 3rd down play. And this is something new they've dialed up. Throwing it up high, down the sideline, up high. Man had it and he dropped it. Bernie was not there. 4th down, you gotta wonder here. I mean, it's been a defensive struggle. We were fortunate to get that last score, that's for sure. All eyes open. Snap back. Good high punt. He fair catches it. Going to take it about the 48-yard line. That's where the Raiders will take over. We got to work with 5 minutes on the clock. We'll be back right after this.
Dublin Ford Lincoln is honored to call many wonderful people our friends. Bubba and Jan East are some of those friends.
I wanted to take my time, and when you put that kind of money into a vehicle, I wanted to get what I wanted. I didn't want any outside influences, and I felt like they allowed me to do that. I took my time and found what I wanted, and then they helped me get what I liked.
Others call you customers, we call you friends. That's Dublin Ford Lincoln.
Looking for something right here, Raider O. From the 47-yard line, once again 5 minutes on the clock, handed off to Coven. Coven powers forward for about 3, maybe 4, 3 probably. Need a couple of first downs at least. Like to see it all the way down the field. We got a lot of clock to eat up here. And again, we're hanging on to 7. It was 4 yards they give him. I say 3. We'll go with 2nd down and 7. Do we dial up a pass? Do we keep running it to get the clock down? We hand it off. He got about 2. Did he cough the ball up? They got the ball.
There's a fumble on the play. Statesboro High School football.
Coven slow to get up. Disappointed in himself. Jogs off the field. Back on the field is the Raider defense with 4 minutes on the clock. Blue Devils get a break late in this game. Nose of the ball on the 50-yard line. They've tried several passes. First play is a pass. There it is. Overshot everybody. Clock stops at 3:58. The official runs it way back in. Been a real battle in Statesboro tonight. Here's your 2nd and 10 play. Pass again. Throws it up high. He's got a man running underneath it. Ball falls incomplete. Green was running along with him. Thought he had a shot at it. And only about 7 seconds clicks off the clock. 3rd down and 10. Let's go Raiders. Big 3rd down play now, no doubt. Trying to get that ball back. Lines it up, he throws it. And nobody was anywhere close. That was a blown play. 4th down. 4th and 10, they're going. We can just get that ball back. Defense is up. 10 yards. Snap back. Killed him in the backfield. Lindo and Dacus straight up the middle to seal the deal. 3:40 on the clock. Dacus and Lindo power through. Lindo's had a heck of a game. Good game tonight. Now we got to preach ball security. The things you talk about every week. Coven just sick over that last fumble. So you know what's in everybody's head. Hold on to that ball. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. In Blue Devil territory. Mathis rolls out, lines it up and fires and hits Carr for a big 1st down and a 14-yard gain. Raiders with 3.5 minutes marching down the field. What a hole that was! First down. What a great run by Royals. Devontae Royals. Check that. Daniel Dorsey. Sometimes the numbers bunch up on me. Dorsey with a great run. Clock slowly ticks down to 3 minutes. From the 15, 1st and 10. Mathis going to hand it off. Tried to make a move, and everybody's trying to strip the ball over there, do everything they can to take it from Dorsey, but he hangs on. I don't know, D. He got a couple? He got a couple. Bernie in the game. Again, Holloway, Jadone, Fields, Knight, Tobler doing a great job for us tonight. Outside of a few little calls, little rough patch there. They're carrying us. Mathis with the handoff. Man, they hit Bernie hard, and he just falls forward, lunges forward to get a couple of yards. 3rd and 6. My, with a timeout, Blue Devil timeout. We'll take a timeout and be right back on the game of the week.
Allen's Heating and Cooling is your licensed Amana equipment dealer. Trust Allen's Heating and Cooling to install and service your heating and cooling unit. Allen services all brands, and with the purchase of a new Amana, offers a lifetime compressor warranty. Call Sean Clark or any of his friendly staff at Allen's Heating and Cooling, your Amana dealer. Amana lasts and lasts and lasts.
Welcome you back, and we got a real tough ball game going on here in the Borough. 1:47 on the clock, 3rd down, handoff straight ahead, good blocking that time. Look at that run. He got a 1st down out of it as well. Great blocking up that middle. Got a man that's slow to get up, took the punishment, didn't he? Gosh, he did. Daniel Dorsey's buckled over in the middle of the field. He got the 1st down, but he paid for it. Wow. Everybody huddled around Dorsey. Stay tuned for our Player of the Game coming up. Player of the Game brought to you by City of Dublin Natural Gas in a neighborhood near you in Dublin, East Dublin, all over Lawrence County. Natural gas, it just makes sense. Also by Dublin Chevrolet Nissan. Dublin Chevy Nissan. See, Don Cars will lock Wilford, any of their friendly staff, and let them show you why they're the only dealer you'll ever need. Action continues here. 1st and goal from the 4. Raiders just wanting that clock to tick down to nothing and get out, but time enough to put it in the end zone. Heavy set. Snap back, hand it off to Bernie. Bernie dances forward, powers over, and he's in for the score. Bernie. Touchdown, Raiders. Love to hear that Raider Brigade play. Bop, bop, bop. 1:08 on the clock. That's a rehab advantage, instant replay. Bernie with the handoff, straight up the middle. Line opens a hole, and he's in for the score. A rehab advantage, instant replay right here on TV 35. Bernie did a good job tonight, too. Kicks up and it's good. That makes it 21-7. Raiders. We'll be back right after this.
From humble beginnings with a desire to serve the Dudley community, Bank of Dudley has grown to 5 locations, serving Lawrence, Twiggs, and surrounding counties. Serving our community since 1905, the Bank of Dudley is looking forward to its 2nd century of community banking. Drop in today to any of our 5 locations: Jeffersonville, Dudley, East Dublin, Veterans Boulevard, and downtown Dublin. Bank of Dudley, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Welcome you back. 1:08 on the clock, and we'll be kicking off. What a big score that was. Pooch kick and a bounce. Oh, he's not going to miss it. Caught it right there, and the Blue Devils will have the ball about the 32-yard line, 33-yard line. Raider defense, look at them coming back onto the field. That's some battle-worn soldiers right there. They have fought the fight tonight. A couple of these kids playing both sides of the ball. Just keep bringing it and bringing it and bringing it. And they brought it tonight. Be a short ride home, I'll tell you that. Different quarterback in. He scrambled down after about a yard. Been a good ride down to Statesboro, I can tell you that. It'll be a nice ride home. 45 on the clock, 45 seconds remaining. You are watching the game of the week. Tell all your friends and neighbors each and every week. Coach's shows coming on Wednesday night from 8 to 10, or you can catch them online just like you can the game of the week. Our YouTube channel's TV 35 WDIG. Quarterback in the game, he scrambles, he's going to run it. And Lewis is going to run him out of bounds over there. After a couple of yards, down to 24 seconds. Appreciate all our sponsors we've been showing you throughout tonight. You take note of that. And the reason we can come out and highlight these young people each and every week. Starting region play for many schools this week. I know AA started. Dublin beating East Lawrence handily. And next week, I believe it'll be Howard at West. Before you know it, we'll be into the meat of the season. And we'll be right here to cover it for you on TV 35. Ticking down to the last play. I want you to stay tuned. Our player of the game coming up in just a moment right here from Statesboro. We'll be presenting our player of the game, brought to you by City of Dublin Natural Gas and Dublin Chevy Nissan. Throws a wobbly pass down, and the clock will stop at about 12 seconds. And right now the Blue Devils just want to get out of here on a homecoming night. Only one person won, and that was the Queen. All right, this will just about wrap it up. We continue to show you these great sponsors that we depend on each and every week. We thank you for watching TV 35, making it a part of your daily and weekly life. Tell your friends and neighbors everywhere how to tune in to our YouTube channel. Check us out online or over the air. People all over Middle Georgia watching us on antenna these days, as well as on their cable systems. And online at TV 35 WDIG. We'll be back with the player of the game in just a minute.
I'm Locke Wilford, and dependable Silverados cost less at Dublin Chevrolet.
Four-door crew cab Silverados as low as $28,649.
Call, click, or come see us. Dublin Chevrolet, the only dealer you will ever need.
The City of Dublin Natural Gas provides the most cost-efficient source of energy available today. So for your home, choose the most natural resource. Safe, clean, efficient. All new subdivisions around the Dublin area have natural gas available. Start reducing your energy bills today with Dublin City Natural Gas Department. Natural gas, the smart choice. Call 277-5048 today and let us help you start saving today.
All right, down on the field, ladies and gentlemen, you will recognize Spencer Dacus right here. He's our player of the game. He's eyeing this trophy. He's ready to get his hands on it, and I can tell Spencer. Last week we understood from the coaches show that Coach McLean said that the head coach from the other team came up to you after the game. What did he tell you?
He told me that they ran one series, the first series, and they had to go over to the sideline and change up their whole formation. They moved their tackles, the guards, and they just had to change up everything just because they said I was going through it like a knife going through butter.
Like a knife going through butter. All right, so you're just a man in there. You're just so strong. You've been working so hard. Now, you had a good year last year. Of course, when you came in as a sophomore, you showed out at the end of the season. This year, man, you're strong and loud and proud. You've done a lot of good things. What, you got a couple of state championships in wrestling?
Yes, sir. I got 2 state championships in wrestling, 1 in 220 and 1 in heavyweight.
Yeah, man. All right, and here you are out here. We're going to give you the player of the game now because, again, you are so tough in that middle. You got a great defense behind you, but, man, you blowing through that middle. What did Coach tell you this week from the other team?
He told me this week that I was a stud, that I was just blowing through them, that they had to double team me in on the pass plays. Most of the plays, they were triple teaming me. He told me that I was a hard hitter and I was a heck of a player.
Yeah, you are, man. You keep your head down, keep playing hard, and stay safe. Congratulations. Now, this is our trophy, ladies and gentlemen. It's sponsored by City of Dublin Natural Gas, which is in neighborhoods throughout Lawrence County, and by Dublin Chevy Nissan, the only dealer you'll ever need. Spencer Dacus, congratulations, son.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Yes, sir.